Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today I'm going to be doing something very different. I'm not going to be doing any hunting, but what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be basically going to be guiding all you beginners around the game to get better and to make more cash and to get some nice, you know, helping you out to get some nice harvests. But for starters, I wanna shout out to one of my buddies. His name is Renegade Bad Boy 89. Check him out on YouTube. If it wasn't for him, I would not have gotten into this game. Um, I wouldn't have, had the thought of this game. Like, how do I want to say that? I wouldn't see myself playing this game if it wasn't for him. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But start off. Right now you're looking at an outpost. I'm going to show you on the map here real quick. Outpost. This is where you can sleep. Set your time back for feeding, rest zones, and also drinking zones. This here is the bed where you set your time back. And also you can also travel on outposts. So let's just say I have an outpost here. I can travel to that one. And if I wanted to, I got outposts up here. I'm going to use that as an example. You click on it, fast travel, and now you're traveled up to that area. So you don't have to run from bottom all the way to the top of the map. Just trying to, just trying to get to where you want to be hunting. Alright, so now that you see we traveled up here, I'm going to show you really quick. We were down here, now we're up here. So, after that being said and done, I'm going to show you weapons. Now, usually you start with a 243. And if you get to an outpost and you check the weapons, you should have the 270 in your, over here in your storage. Obviously you're not going to have everything I have right here because you guys are beginners. But you should have the 240 or the 270. And I'm pretty sure you guys come with the shotgun and the handgun too. I know for a fact the shotgun comes, but the handgun, I believe you start with the handgun. Yeah. You have all that. This is your storage. No, this is your storage. This is your store. You can go through. You guys are not gonna have all the guns I have unless you guys have purchased all the DLCs from the PlayStation Store or whatever you're playing on. But a lot of these, you can buy. Most of them are free because they're DLCs, but some of them you gotta pay for. Like this one. This one's a DLC, but you have to pay for that one. So some of them you do have to pay for. To purchase an item, I'm just going to I'll go to the 270. Purchase an item, you purchase it, bought. And sometimes the 270 or any of the guns you purchase, you will not have ammo. So what you're gonna do, either you go down to, you can see over here, you go to rifle ammo and you look for your gun, or if you want a easier way, you go into the gun you just purchased and you click square. Now it's gonna show you everything that you can put on the gun and everything that you can do to it. Like change the scopes, you can do just iron sight vision. You can this I do believe is a DLC. It's the red dot, but your ammo's right here. Now to start off, I do recommend you guys using the soft point bullets. So they're a lot cheaper, but as soon as you guys get enough money, hunt enough, get more animals, and yeah, I'd say you guys should at least consider getting the Polymorph tips because they do a lot more penetration. But yeah. So another thing too, when you I can't show you, I don't have no animals around me, but when you spot out a animal with your binoculars, usually when you're pointing at it and looking at it and click square to spot out, at the right top hand corner of your screen, you're gonna see the animal stats. Now if that animal is let's just say you spot out a coyote, which is coyote's level 2. When you look at your ammo, you can see down there on the bottom right, recommended classes. So as you can see, for the class, it's a 2 to 4 class. So you're not gonna be able to shoot a moose because a moose is a level 8 class. So you really got to pay attention to that. Another thing too is I'm gonna show you really quick about zones. Let's see where I have a zone right here. This is a moose zone. It's from 12 to 16:30. So that's when the moose come out to that zone and start drinking. Some of them I'm gonna try to find another one. The white-tailed deer, 8:30 in the morning till 12. You have times. You may be able to see some. Let's just say because most of the white-tailed deer zones for drinking and all that are in the morning, but that doesn't mean you will not see any whitetail or anything wandering around walking. Another thing too is these watchtowers. When you start up, you're going to be starting up down here. And to get to watchtowers, as you can see, all my map is mostly white. I didn't discover this side of the map yet. Most of my map is mostly white. The reason for that is going to the watchtowers and discovering it. So when you do that, it's going to open and unlock that map. And usually when it unlocks that map, you will not be able to see these outposts. You might be able to see that one for starters. But this one you will not see. So when you unlock that outpost, it's going to unlock the map, and it's going to also show you what's around it. So it's going to show you that this will be in green, like here. Just like that, because I haven't unlocked it yet. But with that being said, I recommend... At first, I wouldn't really, take your time on harvesting animals. Explore the map a bit. If you see an animal along the way, you can shoot it. I can't really tell you not to shoot it, but what I recommend is you guys discover the map a bit. What I like to do is I like taking a quad and discovering and driving around, driving to all the outposts, a bunch of all that stuff, exploring the map. This one, I didn't really use a quad because I just ran around, discovered a bunch of zones for animals, shot them, got my harvest up, got my cash up. As you can see, I'm at 147,000. But yeah. Another thing too I just forgot I didn't show you is when you go down, you got callers. So you can also call animals in. It'll usually tell you what kind of caller it is, but when you hover over it, as you can see the affected species on the right of the screen, it'll show you what it's good for. So like let's just say the buck snort wheeze. It's good for white-tailed deer, springbok, blue wildebeest, kudu, and sika deer. Now, all these are different. As you can see, this one's for white-tailed, black-tailed deer, and mule deer, and also sika. But all these are different. They're all for different animals. And also, another thing, too, the range. You gotta be careful. Not so much careful, but you gotta, make sure you're walking around as you're doing this. You can sit in one spot, see if there's anything near you, and they come into you. But usually... the range is only, let's just say this one for the jackrabbit collar, which is good for the fox, the coyotes, the wolves, a bunch of other stuff like that. It's usually only good for 218.72 yards. But I have, I'm pretty sure I have had animals come in from a lot further than that. But depending also, it also depends on the collar, because see, this one's 560 or 546.81 yards. There's a bunch of other ones too. This one's okay, and there's another one 164 yards for that one. But another thing too, the duration is good for 90 seconds. Let's just say you call once, and 90 seconds after that, it is still good. You still could be, as I say. When the deer or anything you're using, let's just say if you're using a moose call, the moose, any animal like that, if they're taking the bait, they'll usually give you a mating call. And also depends too, because if you're using the coyote, when I use that, I've never heard a mating call or nothing from a coyote, because this is a jackrabbit. It's a jackrabbit in distress, so it's looking for its prey, so it won't do a mating call. It'll just, You'll hear it when it gets close to you, and you'll possibly see it coming towards you. Another thing too, you got decoys for ducks. You place decoys around, it attracts ducks. What was it? You got Sue. This is your dogs. This is a DLC, but if you want, this is to get your dog leveled up, you get first aid kits. This is not a DLC, and you get scent eliminator. So this is this will I'm gonna explain to you. See that little? You see my compass down at the bottom, and the green in brackets. That's the way the wind's traveling. So let's just say if I'm gonna go over here, so it makes more sense. Let's just say if I see an animal right there, and my wind is pointing right towards it, it's gonna smell me and take off. Now that scent eliminator, it doesn't stop the animal from taking off, but it'll stop the chances of it taking off due to not being able to smell you. Another thing I want to show you guys also is these are all DLCs, but they're really good DLCs. You get tents. Tents you can place anywhere. You can fast travel to them. You can get into your store, your storage, everything like that. You can purchase guns off of them and everything. So these are really good for your map. You get ground blinds. Usually when you're in them, deer, anything you're hunting will not be able to see you, and it'll also decrease the amount of hunting pressure. Now, what hunting pressure is you can see this purple spot. Every time you shoot a deer, the purple spot shows up. Every time you shoot more deer, I think you can shoot 3 deer. And if you, let's just say that my zone is right there. If I shoot 3 deer, that zone is going to be gone. There's going to be no more deer coming to that zone. So another thing too, what the blind stands and the tripods, they reduce the hunting pressure. So it takes like 10 to 15, I believe, shots to actually delete that zone. So that's a really good, that's another reason why it's a really good purchase for DLC. Also, tree stands do the same thing. You can put them in any tree you want, as long as it's a compatible tree. These are the tripods. You get clothing. This clothing doesn't really matter. It's just basically for the way you want it to look. Backpacks increase your space. So usually when you start off, you don't have very much space. I think you can haul 2 guns at most. Yeah, I got this one. This allows me to carry at least 4 guns and all my collars I need. This one, where is it? Yes, yeah, I got the biggest one, but it allows me to carry as much as I want. And binoculars. You're gonna start off with these binoculars. Sorry, these ones. You're gonna start off with those ones. Those ones are not gonna have a rangefinder or anything in it, so you're not gonna see how far the animal is. So when you're starting off, I do recommend you guys trying to get up to this set of binoculars, the 5x30. The render distance is up to 1,500 yards, which is pretty good. It also has a rangefinder. So when you're on your gun, I'm gonna show you really quick. Your gun range, if you see in the bottom right hand corner, your gun range is only good for 164 yards, unless you have the zeroing perk like I do. Then I can change it to, let's just say, like I change the scope around. I can now shoot to 82 yards. I can shoot to 328 yards without the bullet drop or the bullet rise. But yeah. Now, any binoculars, like I said, I have the best binoculars in the game. So, I have the rangefinder. Now, let's just say, where should I go? I'm going to point at that rock. Alright? Pointing at that rock is going to show me exactly how far the rock is away from me. So, let's just say if there's an animal down there, it's going to show me how far the animal is from me. So then, let's just say if it's 142 yards, then you know to keep your range for 160. And starting off, I do recommend you guys don't doing any shots over 164 yards. You're not going to know. But try not to do the too far of a shot. Because it is very possible you're going to miss. And it's very possible you're going to mess up your shot. And you're not going to get the trophy you want. Another thing said too. Make sure you guys hit a vital organ shot. A vital organ shot is usually... if you can hit the brain, if you have enough, if you have a gun that has good enough penetration to hit the brain and fracture through the skull, hit the brain. That's a vital organ shot. You get the, you also get the double. You got 2 lungs. You need to hit the right lung, the left lung. If your gun has enough penetration, go right straight through the 2 lungs. And I do believe liver is also a vital organ shot. So you're gonna want to aim for that. You're not gonna want to aim anywhere else, otherwise you're not gonna get as much cash, you're not gonna get as much XP. And let's just say if you're hunting a level 3 whitetail, which usually level 3s, unless they're a tease, Usually level 3 whitetails are diamonds. Now let's just say if you get, let's just say if you shoot the animal in the intestines, it's gonna drop your animal down it's gonna drop it because you didn't get the vital organ shot, and it's not gonna give you as much XP, or it's not gonna give you enough rifle score. And another thing too with rifle score, most of the rifles to being able to, let's just say, to being able to unlock these, you need a rifle score. Yeah, you need a rifle score for that. What else did I want to talk about for you guys? I forgot. My memory is really bad. I had this all planned out before I started recording, but yeah. Yes. Another thing I didn't show you guys is I'm gonna show you these question marks. A lot of these question marks are sometimes tree stands, and some of them are just what's it called? A point of it's like rocks. You click on it and it tells you like a big story. I'm not 100% sure what they call them in the game, but yeah. But when you do go to these question marks, if it's not one of those story things, you're gonna see a... Where did I see that? Where did I see that? I lost it already. Tree stand, right here. Not a tree stand, a hunting stand. You can go up to them. Most of them are $1,200, but some of them are $2,100, so $2,100. You can purchase them and you can use them, and they also decrease the hunting pressure. Also, another thing I want to talk about, I don't have to show you. If you guys want to be getting, like, if you guys are getting into the game a lot more, and you're not so much of a beginner anymore, you guys want to shoot... You can shoot the females, but if I were you, I'd shoot mostly the stags. The reason for that is because the more you shoot, the more likely you're going to be able to get, like, nice trophies from the animal. So let's just say, I'm going to do the great one as an example. I think you need 3,000 harvests to be able to have a great one to respawn on your map. And also, every harvest you do, every deer you shoot, you get a respawn. And sometimes the deer either respawns lower level, and sometimes they could spawn higher. So let's just say if I get a 4 easy moose, I can shoot it, and it can either have a respawn that comes back as a 2 minor, or it can have a respawn that comes back as a 5 medium, which could be a diamond. Another thing too is the females do respawn as females, so you're just gonna keep getting females, and they're not gonna give you very much trophy. They're not gonna give you very much cash. So I do highly recommend you guys shooting all the stags and all the males of everything. You can take out some females if you have nothing else around. If you see a herd of females and there's no stags or anything, there's no bull moose beside the cows, you can take out the cows. You can take out the females for extra cash. But once you're getting into the game, as I'm talking about more advanced into the game, I do highly recommend you guys just shoot males. Also, another thing I want to talk about is I gotta go over here to show you. It's called the scent of attraction, I believe. The attraction scent. Where is it? Where? Lures. It's called lures. It's called scents. Lure. These things too, if you spray these, it also ups the attraction strength. So let's just say if you have a deer around you, let's just say if you spray the black-tailed deer on you, you have more of a chance of that deer coming towards you. And it basically, you don't need to stop using your collar. I mean, I do recommend you guys use your collar, but you have more of a chance of being able to shoot more animals due to them coming to you. Now, I'm gonna travel to this tent real quick because I have a feeling I'm gonna have like a moose or something around because my map is overpopulated with moose. But yeah. No, we do not got a moose around. Okay. Another thing too, if you guys are just watching and you guys are not a beginner, The reason why I don't have very animals on my map, I used to have a lot. But one of the reasons why I don't have very many animals on my map is because I just did a reset on almost every map in the game. So I'm kind of mad about that. But I'm not. I shot a piebald moose right about over there. And I also got a, what was it? A diamond... It was a diamond coyote, I believe. Yes, a diamond coyote. I also got a diamond coyote. But other than that, I'm still pretty frustrated that they reset my map because this is one of the maps I had everything on. I had a lot of zones. I had a lot of animals, and everything. So, before I end the clip here, I'm just gonna show you. That's one of the blind or the blind stands. Not the blind stands, but the tree or whatever you call them. Whatever you see, show them on the map there. They're called. Come on, ground blind. That's what you use. You sit inside, you wait for animals, they can't see you, they can still smell you, but it also decreases the chance of smelling you, it decreases the chance of, vision sight. Oh, that's a moose. That's a male. I'm gonna try getting that. Unless it's behind some trees. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna let you guys go here. I wanna thank you guys for watching, and like, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you like my videos. I'll see y'all later.